Hello class, Mr. Encinas here. So today we learned about taking care of our instruments and how to hold it up on our table. So today's video is just going to be a little review of that so you can practice at home. So remember, if the violin or viola or cello, whatever your instrument is that you're playing, is not in your hand and you are practicing, then it belongs in its case. That's where it goes to sleep and that's where it stays safe, okay? So quick recap. If you have a case here, this is an actual case from El Dorado Elementary. And this is the bottom. You can tell that it's the bottom because it's more flat. The top is usually a little bit more rounded and it can have a pocket on top as well. That's how you can tell. Now we want the top to be facing the sky. Okay, so when we take our instrument out, you can either put it on the floor nice and safely, so the bottom is touching the floor, the top is facing the sky, or you can find a chair. So I'm actually going to put my violin on a chair. Okay, so I'm going to move my camera down so you can see. This is my chair here. And all I'm going to do is set this violin safely like that. Now some of you may have latches. You'll have to unlatch and open. Okay. Mine has a zipper, so I'm unzipping it like this. See? Now if you have it right side up, the violin will be laying flat. Okay, if it's upside down, you don't want that because the violin will fall forward. So we're not using the bow just yet, but what you should have in your case is a sponge. Okay, a sponge. Now you'll see there's a fatter part here and a skinnier part there. Well, the skinnier part is going to go more on your table right here. Remember we talked about this is the wall, this is the table, just like that. Okay, so what you're going to do is very carefully take out your instrument. Find your rubber band. If you don't have a rubber band, which you should, but if you don't have one, you can find one from around the house and just put it around your instrument. And all you're going to do is you're going to take that sponge and put it underneath. And you do need the sponge because the violin's really slippery on your shoulder, and that's where we're going to be putting it. Okay, so we already know how to take a bow, right? We're going to take that right hand up in the air, put our violin underneath, and just hold it kind of softly like a football. Careful not to touch the bridge, okay? All right, so right now we have resting feet. This is our step one. We go to playing feet. Step two is you're gonna take that left hand and there's a little button right here on the violin. Put your thumb there, wrap the rest of your fingers around, okay? So step one is playing feet. Step two is holding your violin. Step three, out in front. Step four, upside down. And step five, find your table. You're going to take this hand and carefully find your table. Okay? Remember, the table is from your collarbone all the way to the other side of the seam on your shirt. Okay? So we want a really nice flat table here. Now, you're going to take your chin, find the chin rest, and give me a really heavy head. If you're holding it right, you should be able to hold it without any hands, okay? Now we also talked about our magic X's. Remember, our magic X's are the inside of our thumb and the inside of our index finger here and here. So I'm gonna go all the way to the back of the violin, okay? So let's play a game. We're gonna try to do this 3 times, our 5 steps, okay? All right, here we go. So we're in resting feet, rest position. Step 1, feet apart. Step 2, hold your violin. Step 3, out in front. Step 4, upside down. Step 5, find your table. Give me a really heavy head. Good. Raise that right hand in the air. Back to resting feet, rest position. Step 1, feet apart. Step 2, hold your violin. Step 3, out in front. Step 4, upside down. Step 5, find your table. Awesome job. And back to resting feet, rest position. So your job is to practice that 5 times every day. 5 times, that's it. Let's take a bow.